We know where we are with Ukraine, and we are getting good signals outside of Russia as to where we are with Russia. And hopefully they'll do the right thing. It's really humanity. We're talking about humanity.
So a 30-day ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine appeared close, but it's not expected soon to get across the finish line. President Trump tweeting Friday he's had very good and productive discussions with Vladimir Putin, including a request to Putin for sparing the lives of thousands of Ukrainian troops currently surrounded by Russian forces. But Putin says the only way this happens is if Ukraine surrenders. So with hopes of a ceasefire right now appearing slim between Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, and the Kremlin, what do Putin's demands mean for the future of the war in Ukraine? For reaction, with us today is current member of Ukraine's Parliament, Yulia Sirko. Yulia, good morning.
Good day from Kiev.
Well, so we know Ukraine was on board with the U.S.'s initial plan for a ceasefire. Meantime, Russia initially agreed in principle to the ceasefire. But the Kremlin has said this only gives Ukrainian troops the ability really to regroup. And they really wanted many substantial changes, including guarantees Ukraine wouldn't mobilize troops or receive any weapons during the ceasefire. So my question to you, do you think Putin's refusal to accept what Ukraine has already proposed for the ceasefire means the Russians just have no intentions of having peace talks at all, or is there hope for peace?
Actually, we hope for peace always, because we want peace. And as you know, Ukraine agreed for 30 days ceasefire with Russia, and now actually the ball on the Russian side. But unfortunately, latest announcements and latest comments from Russian side telling me that they don't want peace. They don't want this 30-day ceasefire. So we don't see clear answer from Russia's side. They are ready to keep 30 days ceasefire. They're trying to put more and more conditions, terms, and make it difficult. But I think if you want peace, at least you have to stay. You have to keep your troops out of the fighting for 30 days. It's like a first step to the peace negotiations and peace deal.
You know, you brought up the negotiations, and a big part of those involve potential land swaps, which feature several power plants right in the middle of your country where the fighting is now taking place. Now, discuss with our viewers what Ukraine's position was here and what they hope to get out of this ceasefire.
Actually, you know, with the nuclear plants, Ukraine has at least 4 big nuclear plants, and unfortunately, Russia weaponized nuclear plants. Instead of using this as an energy source, peaceful energy source, they weaponize it. They put troops, they put a weapon into the Zaporizhia nuclear station. It's a very big station, and if something happened with this station, nuclear station, the damage will be not only for Ukraine. It will be big damage for the southern part of Europe, because it's nuclear. It's, I mean, you cannot stop it on the borders, unfortunately. And so we are also will be happy to take it back, because it's included into Ukraine energy system, and we want it back because it's much safer to keep it including in the into the Ukrainian energy system than keep it outstanding with the troops, etc., etc. So I think nuclear stations will be one of the terms of negotiations for the further peace deal.
Excellent. Well, I've got another question for you. You brought up again, you know, the importance of peace, which we know one guy who's particularly focused on peace is our President Trump, and that came center stage a couple of weeks ago during his meeting with President Zelenskyy. Now, Zelenskyy has sent a letter to President Trump, apologizing for his behavior during the 2 leaders' meeting in the Oval Office. How has Zelensky's mindset of this war changed since that behavior? Have you seen a change in his behavior since the meeting?
I think yes. I think he became more reasonable and less emotional, because I know you cannot make complicated geopolitical deals, including peace deals, with emotions. You have to be calm, you have to be very practical, and you have to be very patient, because it will take a lot of efforts from all sides to stop the war. It's a very big war. A lot of people died, a lot of blood. So it's not an easy task to stop such wars. big wars. So I think everyone should be more practical and more less emotional and more negotiable, if I can say it this way.
Yulia, thank you for your time. We're all praying for peace and for your country, and from Ukraine's parliament, we're so grateful for you being with us. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.